When I was 15, my biggest habit was writing a diary before bed. It wasn't a Dear Diary kind of thing. It was just a place where I could write down everything I couldn't tell anyone. At school, I was always laughing. Teachers called me the quiet and sensible girl, but inside I was breaking down every day. My best friend Niharika had suddenly moved to another city. At home, my parents were constantly fighting about money, and I always felt like if I showed even a little weakness, everything would fall apart. So I wrote everything in my diary. One night, I wrote, "Sometimes I feel like if I disappeared for a few days, maybe no one would even notice. I didn't want to die. I was just tired." After writing that night, I put the diary under my pillow and went to sleep. When I returned from school the next day, the atmosphere at home was strange. Mom was very quiet. Dad was looking at me as if I'd committed a crime. Then Mom suddenly asked, "Why do you think we don't love you?" My heart stopped. She had read my diary, the whole thing. Every fear, every anger, every weakness. I started crying and shouted, "Why did you read my things?" But Mom started crying too. She said, "We were scared. We just wanted to help you." Maybe she was telling the truth. But after that, everything changed. She started monitoring everything I did. If I closed the door, she'd ask what I was doing. If I remained silent, she'd think I was sad again. If I laughed on the phone, she'd want to know who I was talking to. Gradually, I stopped writing. My diary began to fill with empty words. And the worst part was that I no longer had any space left where I could truly be myself. People think that teenagers distance themselves from their parents because they have attitude. But sometimes the truth is that once your most private space is broken, it becomes very difficult to open your heart again.